Hello, in this video, we are going to go over the storage class practice test or lab um, for the KodeKloud platform, which is a really great platform. I'm already like 70% done with this CKA course that they provide, which is really great. I actually purchased the year, um, a year membership, and I wanted to start with the CKA. Then I'm going to do the CKAD and probably the CKS because Kubernetes is really great platform to learn and something that I wanted to get into, which is DevOps. And with my networking experience, it's been really great. Not too hard to learn because I am really comfortable with Linux command, the command line and CMD, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and start. Now, the first question is, how many storage classes exist in the cluster right now? So storage classes, so SC. So if you do a get Q or K get SC, and if you want to see all the namespaces, you can provide with this A like this, and you can see there's only one. Now for how about now? How many storage classes exist in the cluster? So I guess they created more. Let's see how many we got. Let's move this over here. Looks like they got 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. So they got 3. Kubeens. So in here, what is the name of the storage class that does not support dynamic provisioning? I think that would be local storage. We can go to get QK get describe, or not like that. What am I doing? Describe storage class, and we can provide the name local storage and see what we have in here. It's default class. We got some parameters in here, so they're looking for what is the name of the storage class that does not support dynamic volume provisioning. I guess we can hit all of them. Let's see. Describe SC. Says something that is different between all of them. We can see none immediately. And this one is the port works. Something different in here. Delete. None unset. Ranger IO local path. So I think I want to go with, so the only thing is local storage or port works class. So what's the difference between the local storage? This is local path. So between these two, they are both set to Nova here. The annotations, Kubernetes, last apply, storage 8, kind storage class, meta, data annotations, name. Here's the name of it, parameters, priority, IO. So high priority over here. No provisioner, binding mode. Okay. I don't know why. Is there a hint? Look for the storage class name that uses no provisioner. Oh, okay. So if you use no provisioner, so it's going to be the local storage. So the local storage does not support dynamic provisioning. All right, gotta use that hint every once in a while. What is the volume binding mode used for this storage class? The one identified before. So the binding mode is wait first consumer. Wait for first consumer. What is the provisioner used for the storage class called this guy? And is that the same one? Binding mode. Or what is the provisioner? It is this guy right here. Okay, so the Kubernetes IO port works volume. Another way that you can get this is by doing, like, if they're asking you for the provisioner, you can just copy over here and you can do the kubectl describe storage class. Then you can provide the name of the class. You can do grep this and see the provisioner, and the provisioner is this guy right here. So you can see this, the port works volume. Just another way to get there, right? Always different ways to get there. Is there a persistent volume claim that is consuming the persistent volume called local PV? Let's do k get PV. It is available. So is there a persistent volume claim? There's no claims over here. Say no. Let's fix that. Let's create a persistent volume claim by the name of local PV that should bind to the volume local PV. All right. So let's do that. For this, I'm going to be using the Kubernetes documentation because that's the only thing that you're going to have access to. You can go to storage persistent volumes, and here you want to scroll down and you want to look for we were going to be creating a PVC or persistent volume claim. And they have a good one down here. Persistent volume. Where's the persistent volume claims? There we go. This is the one that I usually use. And we don't need some other stuff over here, right? So let's go ahead and just copy this. And let's go ahead and just VMI and just create a local pvc.yaml file. And let's go ahead and, paste that in here. So there's some stuff that we won't need, right? We won't need this guy right here, right? We don't need a selector, matches, any of that stuff. We will need the storage. Let's go ahead and undo this. We will need the storage class. We will need the storage over here, which is, this needs to be, it needs to match with the 500, right? So let's go ahead and do 500 MI request resources, the volume mode. Okay, we need to take a look at the PV so we can match. So the name over here, it needs to match. This is the name that I want to have over here. So we can just say local PV, read and write access, system volumes. Okay, let's go ahead and just save this for now. And if we take a look at the PV over here, so if you do a Q describe PV, because we want to match it, right? So the policy, we don't need to match the policy. We do need to match this one, which if we do a cat to the RP, what did I name of local PVC, right? So we have the name, which is correct. Is the access mode correct? Access mode is rewrite only or rewrite once. We have it here. That's great. The storage class that is being used, the storage class is local storage, so we need to change that. And the volume is file system request 500. So this should be great, guys. The only thing that we need to change right here is the storage class name. So the storage class name should be local storage. So now let's go to Vim and then go ahead and go to the file, and the storage class name, instead of slow, it needs to be, whoa, I thought I did local storage. Undo that. We'll go back. Undo that. So insert local storage. There we go. Save it. Now if we go do a cat again, we can see that we have the local storage right here, and we also have the local storage for the PV. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. All right. So we're matching, we're good. So now the one is to go ahead and just create that PVC or persistent volume claim, right? So the way to do this is to do a K create F local storage. Oh, there's an error. Persistent volume claim version cannot be handled. Persistent claim unable to parse quantity per suffix. What did I do here? Okay, I see what it is. This one needs to be, the M needs to be capitalized. Always forget that. Now we can go ahead and create it. It has been created. Let's go ahead and check, see if we get all correct. Correctamundo, I love it. All right, so what is the status of the newly created PVC? So you can do a qget PVC. PVC, local PVC. It is in the pending state right now, right? Pending. Why is it pending? Right? Why is the PVC in the pending state despite making a valid request claim to the PVC? It's probably because we don't have a pod attached to the PVC, right? If there's no pod attached to the PVC, then the PVC won't be able to claim the volume to the PV. And pad consuming the volume is not scheduled. Yep, that's what it is. The storage class, local storage, makes use of the volume binding set to waiting customer first. That's probably why. Oh, that's because we wait for customer first. That's what it is. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, something. Okay. So now create a new pod called NGINX with the image NGINX Alpine. The pod should make use of the PVC, local PVC. So we got to use the persistent volume class that we just created and mount the volume at the path of this var HTML, and the PVC or the PV local PV should be in the bound state. Okay, I think in here there's a pod one that you can use. Claim as volumes. All right, I think this one should do it. So let's go and create that. You can create that. We can just call it NGINX.yaml file. So this is the kind of pod, which is great, right? And then over here we need to name this in NGINX correctamundo. The container don't really matter, but I just want to name it the same, NGINX. The volume or the image is going to be a NGINX Alpine. The volume mounts, we need to mount this to var.html, which is already there. Great. And now the name of this volume mount is my PD. It doesn't really matter what you give it here. It just needs to match with this guy. So these two need to match, because otherwise this guy won't know where to mount this, right? He won't know where to mount this path. Like, where are we going to send it to? We got to send it to this volume. So these two need to match. Make sure that they match, otherwise it's not going to work. All right. And then if you do a persistent volume claim over here, so now we need to attach the PVC, right? So we are mounting this guy, and then this guy connects with this volume, and this volume connects to the PVC, and the PVC goes down and connects to the PV, right? Isn't that crazy? You need to remember all that cool stuff. So the PV bound, so the claim, the PVC, right? The persistent volume claim needs to be the local PVC. Yep, local PVC. So we got the image is going to be created correctly. We are going to be using the PVC, local PVC, local PV bound. Of course it is. NGINX pod running. And the value mounted at the correct path. Yes, it is. All right. So let's go ahead and save this bad boy. We can do a create NGINX file. Any issues? No, I love it. So get pod NGINX running. So let's go ahead and check it. Yoo-hoo. Youpie. That was a good one. All right, what's next? What you got for me, KodeKloud? What is the status of the local PVC persistent volume claim now? Let's go ahead and do get PVC bound. Beans. Oh no, now we gotta create a new storage class. So this is a storage class called delay volume SC. So this is another one, the storage class, right? So we have the PVC, which is a persistent volume claims. Then we have the PV, and then we have the storage class. The thing with the storage class is really cool because with the storage class, we don't need a PV. All we need to do is attach, all we need to do is basically attach the storage class and the PVC together, and then the storage class goes ahead and create whatever the PVC claim it, right? Whatever the persistent volume claim wants, right? If we say we want 500 gigabytes, and we tell the storage class to go ahead and do it, the storage class goes ahead and creates the PV, right? Which is kind of cool because sometimes if the persistent volume is like 500 gigabytes and you only need 400, then you're only going to use 400 of that PV, right? So you're wasting some space there. So the storage class is really specific. It knows what you need, and it goes and creates the volume that you need, right? So that's why storage class is better, and it's basically, you know, dynamic. Using the PVC and the PV is static, and if using a PVC with a storage class, is dynamic, creating volumes. Something that you need to know. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new storage class. So let's go ahead and go to the documentation, and we want to go to the storage classes down here, see if we find a good one. Storage class, we can use this one. We just have to delete a bunch of stuff, which is fine. It is fine, right? By them, we're going to create a delayed volume SC YAML file. We're gonna paste that bad boy in here. We don't need any of this stuff. Mount options. Wait, did I delete something that I needed? Yeah, I did it. I needed that volume binding. All right, I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Reclaim. Are they saying that we need a reclaim policy in here? No, don't need it. We need a provisioner, and that's it. So annotations, we don't need that either. So this is all we need, guys. All right, all they're asking is for a name, right? It needs to be named this guy right here, SC, and then we need to add the provisioner. The provisioner is going to be Kubernetes IO, no provisioner, and also the volume binding mode needs to be wait for customer first. WQ. Now we're going to create this storage class, delayed get SC, and there we go. No provisioner. Looking good, looking great, guys. So let's go ahead and check it, and we are all green. Yada yada yeah. Oh, that only took 18 minutes. How about that? Oh, so that was a good session right here. Learning about storage classes. Not really learning about storage classes, but at the end we did. But we did, right? We did went over the PVC, PV, and also at the end we created a storage class. But it was cool to know, cool to learn. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I will see you on the next one. Bye.